So, what do we expect from this conference for the young women of Liberia?
Or we expect a mental transformation because you cannot change your life until you start to change your mind. So the conference is more about changing the minds of the young people. So it's more about spiritual and mental transformation.
Okay, that's good. So, we talk about a young women conference that is coming up. So, what is the theme of that conference?
The theme of the Young Women's Conference is Glow, which
Okay.
means to shine. And we expect that the young women of Liberia will begin to shine and will begin to shine in their various areas of life, whatever they are doing. They will be exposed to light to cause them to see and develop their capacity.
Well, it sounds so good. Are you having some local speakers and international speakers for this program? How is it organized?
Well, for this year, we have local speakers. We have local speakers from almost every sector of society. We have people coming, lawyers, doctors, um, administrators, and from different places to come and speak. We wanted to be very balanced. Over the years, I've been having it. It has been more about building your spiritual capacity. But this year, we decided to make it a more balanced and bring people from other sector of society to come and talk about different things that are affecting young women and how they can overcome those things and shine their light. I personally believe that if the females can know their position and do well, the country will be better. The country will really, really be better. So
I
we are
do
bringing
agree with you on
people.
that. Yes, because the young women of our country today they face so many challenges, and some are just waiting to just hear from somebody who will like shape their life to do the best thing or the better one, so they can be a productive citizen. So somebody listening to you will say, "This is Mother Sarah. She's a pastor, so why should I go there? I'm not in a church. So how is this organized, or how is this process of being a part of the program look like?
Well, my program has not been limited to people being in my church. We're taking it out. So whatever church you are from,
Okay.
and even if you're Muslim, if you want to come to the program,
It's an open conference.
it's gonna be highly open
Okay.
to every young woman that wants to come there. The only people that I invited that are young men. But
Okay.
this one is totally focused on young women. I had one conference in July. It was for both young men and young women. That one we had people coming from the other countries. We hosted over 3,000 young people at that particular conference, which was one of the biggest we have ever had. And that one's all for both male and female. But this
Okay.
one focused more on females.
So what is the age range are you targeting for now?
From the teens to the 40s.
Okay.
Yes, teenagers that can read and understand what we are going to be talking, they are welcome. If you have a child that can read and understand what we're going to be talking about, it's advisable that you bring the child there because it's going to help them build their mind and see different. For me, I believe that women has been limited because of situation. I normally say when a girl child is coming up, the things that they say to us over and over can affect our mind.
Mhm.
If you want to climb a tree, they will say, no, you can't climb because you woman. You can't rise up because you woman. It's because you woman you can do certain things. It was just because Ellen Johnson said it broke that bar
Yeah.
that women are pushing now. First, they will say, no, you can't do this. You can't do this because you're female. And I believe that a woman can do whatever she has the capacity to do. She was built to do. And it's not about competing. It's not about what a man can do or a woman can do. It's just her being able to understand her position and shining in her own place as a female, and it helps a lot. Over the period of time, that has been my message, and it has shaped a lot of young women, and they are doing well. So I think this time around, if we bring more other young women on board, we can help the country to be a better place.
That is something laudable because helping young women to make a decision or to be part of decision making It's something that you're on the national scene, almost everyone Yanni are advocating for. So you getting into it. What is the recession like outside there with you and the young women?
From me to the young
Yeah,
women,
as
or
an
from
organizer, what have you seen so far and how are they relating to you when it comes to organizing such a program?
oh, I've been doing it. The Young Women's Conference is my first conference I've been having. So over the years, they have been positive. Seeing somebody who's I started doing it when I was in my like 20s or
Okay.
so. So we have been growing together, and they have been very welcoming. Seeing somebody challenge them and say, "Get up, do something great." I have from people who, when they came, they never thought about business. They were just loitering around. They didn't have anything to do. Now they have their own business. They have their own business. Some of them have become doctors. Some of them have become lawyers over the years. Some of them are married and other things. So the reception is pretty good. Young women are embracing it, and this conference is making a lot of noise on social media. We're making a lot of noise on social media, and the young women are excited about it. That they are coming in a community or place where it's just going to be us, and we're going to discuss issues that are affecting us, and how we can put our foot on the ground and see how we can run to make the country a better place. So it's quite welcoming. Yeah.
Definitely, because one thing that we always look at as a young people is that when I'm not seeing myself in the picture, meaning that I'm not interested. So somebody outside there as a young person, either a teenager or that adult, wants to be a part of this program, but they want to know how will it benefit me directly. So what we are trying to say is that what are they expected to learn within that conference? Because you talk about lawyer, doctors, some motivational speakers would be there. So, what are those things they're going to be speaking on?
Well, this conference is going to focus on different areas of their life. You're going to have people talking about business. So if you have a business mind, you're going to have people talking about business, how you can start your business, how you can grow your business, how you can develop your business. We're going to have people talking about depression, some of the things that young women are going through right now. We're going to have a doctor coming to talk about breast cancer, things that is affecting young women right now. We are also going to have how do you call the ex female vice president, yes, Joe Howard Taylor, who is going to be explaining her wonderful story,
Success
your
story.
success story. How did she come to leave from being a first lady, go back to be a senator, and then you come back to the place where you become the first female vice president of the nation? I'm sure her story is going to motivate a lot of young women to say, okay, yes, I can do this. So young women are coming from every sector to just encourage young women to see themselves. And young women are coming from everywhere. So if you're a young woman there and you're asking how is it going to benefit you directly, just come for the first day. And if it doesn't make sense, come back and I'll pay your way and add some money there for you to go back home.
Definitely, because having those people to come and talk. In fact, there are so many people wants to see some of those are making headway in our country today, and they're wishing like, oh yes, I want to be like this person, but they just want to hear from them to give them a clear picture of the roadmap as to how they will do some of these things.
Yeah.
So do you have a specified number that you are targeting, or is it op?
It's open. The hall we're using can take 750 persons.
That's great.
But we are hoping that we're gonna have more people because we have extra rooms, extra places that we could use. So if we have overflow a number on the first day, mean by the second day, before the second day, we will have equipment ready to put sound in the rest of the other places that we can use. We have used that place before for one of our musical concerts, so we just know exactly what to do just in case we have overflow.
The last time I ever followed your page, I saw so many videos, multitude of people attending some of your conferences.
Yeah.
Now that you are having such an important event and it is open, because people will hear the name Mother Cyril and then everybody wants to put up come for that conference. And you don't have a specific number. Will it not be a problem when it comes to achieving your goal?
Oh no, we know how to handle crowd. We have handled 3,000 persons before. Last year, my concert hosted around 1,000 plus, and the conference that we just had in July at Harvest Intercontinental, we hosted about 2 to 3 thousand persons. So we have everything in place. We know how to handle the crowd. So once there's crowd, the team know exactly what to do. There's extra chairs there in the church what we're using. There's extra chairs. So once there's an overflow, there's a conference room. We already pay for the conference room. So once there's overflow, the chairs will already be there and everything will already set. So we are preparing for just in case there's overflow. We know that there's going to be overflow because during the National Youth Conference alone, we had over 1,000 plus young women coming for that program. So we know it's going to be an overflow. So we're preparing for everything that is going to happen. So we are fully equipped and prepared for the crowd.
That's great. If you're listening to outside there, this is Blaze Radio 90.7, and the program you are listening to is Development Insight. With me, Amos Bome, and our guest today is Pastor Sarah J. Goyer. And of course, we have a program that's coming out called National Women Conference under the team Glow, and you are hearing her discussing the importance of that conference, how is it organized, and those speakers that she expects to be hosting and to be speaking to the young women. It is open, so we expect everyone that is listening to us today and seeing the flyer online on the social media to just turn in to learn something new. If you are there, maybe thinking about what to do, yes, this conference is for you as a young person, so you can just contact us whenever you see the flyer online. I think they have so many call numbers on that particular flyer. So, Mother, we're coming back to the conference.
Yeah.
Now that you are taking out the Central Monrovia, you haven't spoken about the venue so far. So why is it going to be here? Because somebody wants to know. I run Cinco.
Monrovia Christian Fellowship on the 9th Street. That place is very popular.
Yeah, it has so many. Yeah, the space is good.
Events
Yeah,
and everything. So that's exactly where we are taking it because the capacity in Pinzio is small. So most of our events we have taken it out of where we are to Central Town, Cinco, and other places, so we can be able to have more people come on board.
So you've been dealing with this crowd, the 3,000, the 2,000, the 1,000, shifting the minds of the young people. How have you been doing this? Is it from partnership or is it self-initiative? Because it's a huge project.
It's self. My team and I. We don't have no international support or national or governmental support.
Well, are you open to receiving support or partnership?
Yes, I'm open to receive support and partnership. Once it's not going to be something that will affect me anyway.
Yeah,
that is going to be a clean, very clean partnership.
Okay.
Then I'm open up to it. Yes. Yes.
Because those initiatives, when other institutions or even religious groups are having then the right proposals, they seek support, they look for funding, people register to pay money. Is it that the participant that you are expecting are going to register to be a part of this?
So the reason why I don't write proposal is that when you write proposal, you keep running behind one group of people and keep going to them and asking them, can you do this? It's going to be from one process to another process. At the end of the day, they turn you down. I think when I was doing my first movie, I reached out to some companies and it was just go come back. And since that time, I said no. So I invest my personal money into the program. And then I have other young people that have been mentored over the years that will see the program and they bring it together. The team members, some of them will bring their own money to do it. Some of them are taking care of this. I'm taking care of this. I'm taking care of that because over the years, the program have really, really impacted their life. We don't do any program and charge. We don't do any program. The youth conference is free. The concert is free. And this one is free. We always, from our church, we always do our program free. My husband run a pastors conference that hosts up to 750 pastors. We do it free. And for the youth conference that we had in July, we fed the 3,000 persons for 3 days without them paying anything. So the Lord has been faithful. God has been faithful in his own way, providing everything that we need. The reason why sometimes I don't reach out to some people political and all of these things because is I don't go into politics. That's the reason why I say the thing
Sure.
must be free. It
Yeah.
must be free, because you will not expect me when you're doing campaign to come and run campaign for you. I wouldn't do that, because I believe that Liberia is one, and I'm not going to share my followers into two political parties.
Yes.
So everybody keep their political opinion to themselves. I keep my own private. I tell them what to look for and what not to look for, and they make their own they make their own decision. So I don't go that route. But there are individuals who will look at the conference and say,
Yes.
okay, I can get 200, 300, 400. Some people give me up to 1,000, up to 1,005, up to 1,800
Wow.
for programs. Yes, they just come in and
Willingly.
willingly. They
Okay.
come in, especially from my church. Especially from my church. My church has been a big blessing. They will just look at it and know what to do. They know how many young people have left the streets, how many young people have left drugs, how many young people have left prostitution because of what I do. I've impacted over 10,000 young people in Moreover and around, and around. So they know what I do. So they just come in and give their money, $10, $20, even the team members. They will come. Some of the children will contribute as low as 5 USD. 5 USD. Some of them will say, if we're using water, I'm going to be the one providing the 50 sack of water. And so we have been doing it together. And over the years, over the last 10 going to 11 years, it has been good. We don't owe nobody extra favors because we've been doing it
I agree with
ourselves.
that, because
We have
nowadays, if somebody like requesting or you going to somebody to support your event or occasion at time, they want to pay back.
Yeah.
And it mostly comes from a politician now in our country. So you doing it all by yourself, and then those who are benefited from that program are paying back. I mean, that means a guy is actually involved. So
Oh, yes, definitely.
now that this program is coming up, the young people, I don't know whether it's restricted to only Monserrato or just from the 15 countries. Are you expecting participants to come from all of the 15 countries?
No, for now. I did not extend my invitation to the people out from other countries, but I'm sure some people follow me.
Yeah,
from other
because
countries.
Blaze is in over 9 countries right now.
Yes.
Somebody Neymar, Bon Kante came on will say, but then this conference is important. I need to be a part. So they will come and then say, I want to meet mother. So I came for this conference and came on. I don't know how will you address that.
Well, if they come, we'll be open up to meet them. But the reason why we did not extend invitation to them is because we just had the National Youth Conference.
Okay.
That really took a lot from us. We were not just feeding, we were transporting. We had 6 buses in Monserrato going different places, and then we also brought people from Cape Mount, from Margibi, from Bon County, and from Nimba County. So we brought those people, I think over 100 persons, and then we hosted them. We rented a guest house for them, and they stayed there. So right now our account has gone a little red. Yeah. So we didn't, and we are taking this young women's conference for the first time outside. So we want to see how it is going to be, how we're going to do it. So next time we can prepare a place for those who come out. So come from out of the Monserrato. Yeah. So when you come, we can know exactly where you are and how to make sure you feel welcome and help till you are back. So we want to make sure when you come, we have a place to host you. We are feeding you. We are taking care of you so you can get back. Yeah.
That's great. And I think you will receive participants from those countries because we have an experience on that. Once you appear on this program on Blaze Radio, we know that definitely people are listening to you across Liberia, and they may come to be a part of it because it's very important. Youth development, most especially the young people, the girls who are like most often they are the disadvantage of most in society. So bringing them together, somebody will talk to their friend or the past beneficiary will say, okay, that conference will make impact in your life.
Yeah.
So apart from the online flyer you are having, do you having some awareness going on around?
Well, our biggest platform for publicity is social media.
Okay.
We are doing more on social media because that has been a place we have gotten more people from. And then the past conference, the National Youth Conference, the listing we are doing call and text. And basically, those are the few we are doing for now. For this week, we are supposed to be going to university campuses and inviting people, because that's what we do. We just go to the university campus and then we get people. We try as much as possible to strategically use our resources in a way that we don't spend too much, but then we get too much. So most of the time we use our contacts, and then one of the things we do again, the girls invite their friends. The girls invite their friends, and even the boys invite their female friends. So that has been our strategy over the years, and it has worked to the place where we'll have thousands of young people coming from all around. So they are inviting their friends.
That's good. So they are inviting their friends, talk to their friends, refer their friends to come. Every day when I see the flyer online, I was so catch and I was impressed. So I quickly hit up the person who posted the flyer, and that's how I got connected to you. So I think it's a good thing right now in our country to get involved in too, to have the young people mind being developed, shift their ideas and things as to how they contribute to the society to pay back. I think that's mostly what you are receiving now when it comes to organizing your conference.
Yes.
Because those that benefited from the onset are now like contributing back to whatever initiative you're about to have.
Yeah.
So now the conference is coming up very soon.
Yeah.
So how is it being organized when it comes to the material that they will receive? Are they going to get conference material? Are they going to like just go plain it to be a part, because you're talking about conference where people will be identified? Is it arranged in a form and manner?
Well, the best we can do for you is to spend the money, set up the conference, do the publicity, and you come. You are not gonna get any conference materials. We don't have that in place where people will go and give conference. If we are trying to help you,
Okay.
you have to help yourself.
Yeah.
So when you come into the conference, the thing you need to do, transport yourself, come with your pen and your paper, be prepared to take notes. So those are the things we expect from you.
So how many days are we talking about?
Just 2 days, the 20th and the 21st, Friday and Saturday. Friday is going to be from 5 to 8:30, and then for Saturday is going to be a whole day. We're going to be there from 9 a.m. in the morning all the way to 4 p.m. And yes, we're going to be there. So basically, if we are helping you, you have to help yourself. We know librarians.
Yeah.
Librarians are used to the place where um when you try to help them, they think that you owe it to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I've come with a mindset that people should understand that if somebody is trying to help you, you help yourself. My team and I are doing all the work to put things in place. We are spending 650 USD per day for the hall, just for the hall. Talking about other things. So we are spending that amount of money for hall. And it's not just going to be a plain hall. We're going to be doing decorations. We're going to be doing other things. The speakers that are coming to speak to you, they are not just coming to speak to the program, and at the end of the day, we tell them, oh yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
And then they just go.
If that small cohort, we give it to them, at least for them to have something. So we are doing all of these things and finishing all the money we have in our account to do it. So if you're coming to the program, you should be responsible enough to know that these people are trying to help me, and it will help. These conferences are very, very helpful. You know, most of the time, every year I travel to Ghana and to Nigeria and attend some of these conferences, and I pay my own way. I'm just from attending one. I'm just on attending one in Nigeria, and I went to the conference. I pay my own way, pay my own hotel bills, fed myself, did everything for myself. The conference I didn't pay to attend, but I took responsibility. It makes me to understand that I can do it by myself. Nobody owed me anything. My mentality in life is that nobody owed me anything, and it has made me to be where I am today. The more you take responsibility of your life, the easier life will become, and the more you achieve. But when we begin to sit and wait for other people to come and spoon feed us or take responsibility and do everything for us, then the nation will always be at the mercy of other people. Librarians will always be at the mercy of other people. But we should learn to take responsibility. So my mindset is what I'm building today. Nobody owe you anything. My brothers and sisters do not owe me anything. Not even my husband owe me anything. So I have that mentality, and over the years I've trained most of my girls to be like that. So most of the girls that work with me, that have worked with me over the years, they are very, very independent. They have their own businesses, they have their own stuff, and they know exactly what they are supposed to do. So there's that mindset that we are gonna be giving to the young women that are gonna come. Stop depending on people. You waiting for somebody to pay your school fees. That's the reason why you have sat down home for almost 4 years and you can go to school. When you can go by the side of the road and start selling quarter, you start selling corn,
You earn something for
and earn
yourself.
something and
Yeah.
take yourself to some vocational school and start from there and do something with your two hands. Instead of you waiting and say, oh, my uncle from America, he sent me money. This person hasn't done this. Oh, my boyfriend gave me money. You're not blind. You're not crippled. You're not crazy. You understand?
Yeah.
So you have the full potential to do it. The girls that are selling between the cars, you are not better than them. The ones that are going down the road, on me, in my hand, you're not better than them.
Of course, yes.
So why not do something? Because you need to understand, every day you said you're doing nothing, you are being wasted. Anything that is not used is being abused. Anything.
Yeah.
So if you're not using your brain, if you're not using your life, if you're not using yourself to be productive, it means that you're abusing yourself. So we are trying to tell young women, you have to be very productive. I don't think the men in the society deserve women that are liabilities. They deserve women that are
Not at
assets.
all. Not at all.
Women that are assets, that have the ability to do something great in the society. So, and women have so much potential. The ability of a woman cannot. I don't think most of us in this generation have understood our ability. Over the years, the way I've worked and the things I've seen, I know that there's so much I can do, and there's so much women can do. I tell people, I say, the way other women are like feminists, I'm not too feminist. I don't expect men to lower the bars for me. I expect them to raise the bar, and let's jump and see who can reach the bar. So it's not, we're not going to be pampering young women and say, oh wait, please, no. We're going to tell you, say, if they raise the bar, if the men raise the bar, jump for it. If they can do it, you can do it. It's not about competition. It's just about you stretching yourself. So if your man or whoever is giving you this one, be able to turn it. Let them see it. You're productive. You have the capacity. You have everything. So why wait for somebody to feed you when you have everything that you already need? God has already provided everything you need. You're fully capacitated. There are places that women can go easily that men cannot go.
Definitely.
So that is an advantage.
Yeah, sure.
That is an advantage. We have this thing around us that we have no idea about. So the conference, when you come at the conference, these are the things that I talk about. And then their eyes are open to see that, no, I can't stay here anymore. I can't just be here anymore. I think I got to go by the side of the road and start selling corn. Let me start selling corn. Let me start selling soap.
Use the $10 I have to make it with $20.
And make it with and do something and do something about it. I tell people, I say, I'm a pastor's wife, but I'm not a regular pastor's wife who just sit down, you just sit down and you give prophetic declaration on something and people bringing things to you. I'm a legal hustler. Anything that is valuable, that is not negative, is valuable. So I have that mentality of going for things. I have that mentality of getting things. I have that mentality of doing things. I've always been like this. Being, and having this mindset. So I want every young woman to have that mindset, because if we have the mindset, we will help our nation, we will help our partners
one
and
thing
everybody.
I really have seen recently in our society from my own point of view, or some research I've made, women who are like just what you said, let's say fear, they just sit and watch and expect everything and they start to request. They are more or less at the disadvantage in every home.
Of course.
Because somebody will not take it all of the time. So you will experience that they will allow abuse in the home, the violence will always come on you. So I think that benefiting or coming to the conference will also help them to shift their mind.
Definitely.
To disabuse their mind about how they think or take themselves to be.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing. It's a very good conference. But then you started this process for a very long time. What have been your inspiration so far?
I think the lives that has been changed over the years has been my inspiration. I see young women being changed. Some of them, like I said first, some of them didn't have business.
Okay.
There was a particular one who just knew that she would just go to her man pay her school fees, and she didn't do anything. Now she's a businesswoman. Or in real life, jumping all around, selling things, right? So over the years, that has been, some of them went to school. Okay. Some of them are paying their own school fees. Some of them decided that I don't think I have to depend on men to provide for me anymore. I think my body is precious, so I can make my own money and wait for the person that is going to be my husband and I be sleeping around because of chicken change. So over the years, that has been my inspiration. I have seen them go to school and become lawyers and become doctors and done so much, so much. So it has been my inspiration. I've seen lives change, and what I realized over the past few months or just a year ago, I realized that most of my girls are going into starting their own NGO, starting their own things that they're doing. So I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot.
That's a great one. So, like for instance, I, as an individual, some part of 2009, when I just around thinking about searching the community as to what to do after seeing so much. As a young person, I decided paying back into the classroom to teach, and while in the classroom, I identified so many problems.
Yeah.
So one of them has to do with those children who were coming to school and some never had the proper school material.
Yeah.
The copybook, the book bag, the pencil, even the shoe or the uniform. Some were like very difficult to even be registered in school. You experience that test and will be put out to go back home. So a pushes me to like find a remedy to help in that direction.
Yeah.
So now that you got involved into this for a very long time, what was that particular thing that you see and you decide to start helping young women?
For me, I think one day I was in my house and then I saw a group of young teenagers. I think they one or two of them were having kids, and it really traumatized me. I was crying that whole day, and I was wondering where is my generation going when you just see young people are just having babies and their mindset. For me, I didn't really experience the war.
Okay.
My parents were always taking me out. So when I came back from Ivory Coast, I went to Guinea. When I came back on the refugee camp, when I came back, I had a different mentality about many things because I had stayed with my parents.
Yeah, also Liberia
yes,
as well.
also Liberia, also this war and everything. And my mom was very productive. My mom we used to say a call when we were in before we could leave the country, and they were in Buchanan during the war around 1996. My mom was selling coal, she was selling chips, she was selling polo, she was selling ginger beer and a lot and helping. So I saw my mom being very productive, and that productive mentality is what is in me. She knows how to manage the little that she has, and she knows how to and be content. So when I came back with all that thing, I saw a different society where young women were just doing everything, and parents they didn't have restrictions for their children. They didn't know what to say, how to say, when to say it. So that was my motivation.
Okay.
That few months to my birthday, like 2 months to my birthday, I just decided. I said I am going to just do this thing so I can be able to just give back. So I just started it and started going from church to church and got the young people coming. And young women started coming over the years. So over the years, I have some of the young women. I have one in Japan now who was impacted. I have some in China. I have some in different countries who are now going to school and doing well. So it has been. I think I was led into this path by frustration. I was frustrated, and frustration led me to be where I am today and to do what I'm doing. And I'm still frustrated. So it's not like I'm excited now.
Okay.
I am still frustrated. I think the frustration keep pushing me to do it because sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes I don't have the money. Sometimes the budget is bigger than my financial capacity. I don't have the money. Sometimes some young people are not grateful. They are very much ungrateful. Sometimes some pastors are not welcoming.
Definitely.
Sometimes some parents are very annoying and things happen. I've left. And some of my girls have left me. They have castigated me and everything like that. But I think I'm too frustrated to be distracted from what I was called to do. So that's the frustration is still on. So I keep moving over and over. And this is just the beginning of what we will do. We will still do more.
Definitely. If you are listening to us, this is Blaze Radio 90.7, and the program you are tuned into is Development Insight with me, Amos Boomin II. And our guest today is Pastor Sarah G. Guer, and we are talking about upcoming conference, the Young Women Conference under the theme Glow. So we will be opening a phone line so that you will be making your contribution. Just for 10 minutes, the phone line will be open. So if you are listening to us, just call us on 0777 907907, 0887 111107. Again, 0777 907907, 0887 111107. So you can call us and make your contributions on the show this afternoon so that you will be live on Blaze Radio 90.7. So, Mother, coming back to this conference, you have so many success stories when it comes to numerous of conference that you've been hosting in Liberia.
Yeah.
Without partners or our donor funding, and you say you are open now to maybe somebody who want to like contribute willingly.
Yeah.
Have you started receiving such a call or donation for now for this coming conference?
No, this coming conference, basically, we have not been receiving calls. I think that it has just been between my girls and I.
Okay.
It has just been between my girls and I. They have been, I'm making my contribution and they are making their contribution. I don't think we have really opened it up to public, to raise funds publicly. Yeah, because we have our next event coming up that we're going to be raising funds for. So this one we decided to do it by ourselves. So the team and I, they just contributed. Some of them took water, some of them took other things, and yeah. So basically, because
So what just pledges that your team are making for now?
yes,
Members of your team taking
Yes.
responsibility to provide those materials.
Yeah.
So what is the source of income?
I
Because
told
you're
you I said
talking
the
about
word.
1,000, 3 to 4,000 plus people. This is open. And somebody say I'll provide water. How is it like?
Well, they provide it. They plan for it. They prepare for it. They see that it's a blessing to them. So we work. The budget is not is huge, but it's not as huge as the other conference because this year we are not feeding.
Okay.
We're not doing feeding because
Yeah.
right now the time is short and we don't have the capacity to feed. So what we're doing is that we're making the food affordable so when young women go there, they can be able to buy food. So basically it's just the whole paying for the whole 2 days, the decorations and other things. So our budget is not very, very huge in as much as we need it. But I think we are women that are
Yeah.
women that have potential.
Potential,
we
yeah.
take pride in doing the things we are doing. In as much as we're open up to anybody who wants to say maybe you have or you have water factory and you want to say okay, I want to contribute towards it, I want to do this, or you can still reach out to us and say, oh, you're doing feeding, can you guys
Yeah.
feed?
Oh yeah, you sitting for the 2-3 hour,
Yes,
4 hours.
yeah, can
Let
you
them put a
guys feed?
sandwich here for the
Yes.
participants.
Of course, if we can have up to maybe 500 to 1,000, then we can see what we can do. Because amongst my team, I have caterers. I think I have
Okay.
3 caterers, and they are doing
They are
very
more
well.
skilled people.
Yeah, skilled people. I have decorators. One of the best decorators, one of my girls, and everything. So they put their money together. And
I
then
think, for example, when I visited your church this on Sunday, I was amazed.
yeah,
So when I got to the church, I entered, I'm like, wow, this is Liberia, because I haven't for some time visited a church to see how organized the ministry is. So let me applaud you for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I just told my colleague not too long before you arrived, I said, okay, if I'm not going to my church, I think I will be going there to the
Oh
big
yes,
visiting.
yes.
So just for what I said, what you just told about all your initiative from the past, I mean, it convinced me like, yes, you have been doing extremely well. So if you are listening to us, you can follow us on Blaze Online TV. You will see us live on Facebook. You can also go on our YouTube page. You will see us live. And then you can make your contribution, your comment, or your rest to this particular conference that is coming up, because we know our young women in this country face so many challenges. Some are like not thinking good about themselves. Some are like, no, I cannot do it anymore. So if you're having somebody who is taking the responsibility to like, okay, you can do it, that is not all to it. I think we need to appreciate them. We need to recognize them And the conference is coming up like in a week or two,
Next
right?
week.
Next week. So
Next
we're
week,
talking about
Friday
the
and
20th
Saturday.
and the 21st
Yeah.
of September. So that is it. We are here discussing with Mother Sarah J. Guer, and of course, she's the organizer of the Young Women Conference under the team Glow. You can go there, you'll learn so many good things that you can develop. And of course, you can become a productive citizen in our country, not sitting to wait or to count on somebody, your parents, your friends, your relative, and whosoever that you think they will give you a dime, then of course, you will not get anything out of it. Yeah. So, Mother, is there anything maybe of this conference surrounding this conference that you still want to tell us before? Because we are pushing against time.
Yeah. I want to encourage every young man listening to me to compare whoever he's in a relationship with to be at the conference. It will help you.
Definitely.
It will definitely help you. When she come back, she is not going to be thinking about consuming. She's going to be thinking about producing, because she's going to see her age mates. And the thing about the conference is that most of the women that are going to be on the panel, they are all in their 30s.
Okay.
Some of them are in their 20s. Some of them are in the early 30s, right? Yeah. So you're going to see your age mates. And one of the things we are doing this year is that we're going to be reading everybody profile.
Definitely.
So they are going to be reading their profile professionally to tell you how many schools they have gone to, how many degrees they have, how many things. So when you look at it,
if you sit in a pew, they say, "Well, that is my crowd." So
that was what happened to me.
Yeah.
That was what happened to me when I went to Nigeria.
Okay.
When I went to Nigeria for the conference, I sat in the conference, and the women that they were introducing, I saw them. They were fellow pastors' wives, and we are all maybe in the same age range. We're in the same 30s. And then they are just explaining about the degrees and what are the things they have. I told myself, I came back, I told myself, I said, am I papa? I am not a papa. I must go back to school.
Yes.
So after this particular radio session from here, I'm going to school right now.
Going to class.
Yes, I'm going to do a course. I'm going to do a course right now. So right after this year, I'm going to school because it would challenge me. When I see other people at a certain point in my life, I said to myself that I'm going to be friends with people who have got degrees. People who got degrees, people who got master, people who are influential, not because of their fame, but because the more I sit with them, I'm going to get their mindset.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm telling young men, compare your wife to be, whoever you are in relationship with, to attend the conference, and it's going to be a blessing to you. It's going to be a blessing. That thing that you have been telling her over and over to stay away from,
and she reneging.
That she has been telling you that is normal. The conference is going to tell her it is abnormal. It's not something you should play with. So that's my first thing. And the second thing is, I'm going to say to young women, compare yourself to grow. Compare yourself to be better. If you become better for yourself. You become better for nobody else.
Obviously.
Come and glow.
Go and be a part of this conference. It's the 20th and the 21st of this September. And just go and learn something. Go and be a help to that person who is with you. Go and be a help to your kids, your family, so that you will become a productive citizen in this country. So, Mother, coming back to the conference, now that you are about to host this event, right after this, what next do we expect?
Right after this is my concert, which is the biggest event that I host every year. The concert is going to be on the second Sunday of November 10th.
Okay.
It's going to be at Winners Chapel. We are preparing to host
the one in Kongatan, right?
Yes, the one in Kongatan.
Okay.
We are hoping to host and use both the sanctuary and the overflows under there to do the concert. So that's what we are expecting. Cause I do a lot, so I don't leave music out.
I understand.
So that's my next, and then I shut down for the year and prepare for all of the activities that I have for next year to do.
For 2025.
Yeah, bigger and better. Yeah.
That's a great one. So we are concerned today about the development of young women, and you are listening to Mother Sarah J. Ware, and of course our upcoming event is the Young Women Conference, which will be on the 20th and the 21st of September, just next week.
Yes.
Find a venue, get the flyer, and then, of course, get yourself ready to be a part of this all important program. And I mean, just you will learn a very good thing. You will not regret being a part. Just 2 days. You been outside there doing nothing for 2 days, for 3 days, for a week. Go and learn something new. Go and learn skill. Go and get inspired by other young people. Go and listen to the success story. Other people how they got to where they are today. And I think that conference will be a good one for you, that young girl who is sitting there, so that you will not be abused tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, Mother, can we get your parting comment? Maybe you can just say something that we are not asked so far before we can take leave of you.
I think everything has been said so far. I'm just gonna call the number that they can reach out to for their registration. We have online registration.
Okay.
So if they call the number, then they could have the link. And meanwhile, if they don't have access to getting the online form, they can also call this number and then give them the information, and then they are going to log them in. Like you said, we have had bigger conferences before, and this conference is a kind of small. So if you register sooner, then we know that you are booking a space.
Okay.
So to reach out to us, you can call 0777 517114. 0777 517114. The name is Patricia. She is the head of publicity. So when you call her, just say to her, I'm calling for the Young Women's Conference. How do I do my registration? 0777 517114. The name is Patricia. So she's gonna pick up your call, and then she's gonna give you all of the information that you need.
So
the place
yeah.
is sorry.
Go ahead.
The place is More River Christian Fellowship on the Now Street Single, right around Nice Ice Cream. That is the place. The date is next week, Friday, 5 and to 8, and then Saturday from 9 all the way to 4 p.m. It's gonna be an amazing time. We're gonna be having networking sessions, and then after the conference, we are still going to be having some online sessions, because some of the things that are going to be taught are just going to be brushed over.
Okay.
So we will have different business conferences and training sessions for other things that young women need to go for.
So to just squeeze some of this thing in quickly. Now that you are now opening this conference out to the 15 countries, is somebody in that part of Liberia called Neymar, Grandjida, or Maryland? Do they have the opportunity to watch this conference online, to be a part of it online?
Oh yes.
So how is that? And what?
They have the opportunity to watch it. The name of the church page is River of Life and Living Stream Tabernacle.
River of Life, Living Stream Tabernacle.
Let me get it correctly. It's River of Life.
Okay.
Then there's a stroke in the middle, Living Stream Tabernacle.
So if I click on that during the conference, I'll be able to watch the conference live.
You're gonna watch the conference live
for the 2 days.
You're gonna watch the conference live. And those who are following me on my page, Sarah Jalagwe, they're also gonna be watching it live also. Because it's gonna be there. We're making sure that it's there very much, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, there are some people when they attend such an event, even including myself, always love to get a hard copy of some of those things that is being taught. Is it possible that some participants receive soft copy of those things that will be presented by your speakers at the
Yes,
conference?
we're trying to get to the speakers and see how much that they are able to send their notes, and those who request for it, we will give it to them. That's the reason why I'm saying to you that after the conference, we are going to have after conference sessions.
Yes.
So we are going to, when you get at the conference, you're going to receive your information, how do you call it, your form, where you're going to put in your email
Your
or your
email, yeah.
telephone number, your WhatsApp number.
Definitely.
And then we're going to put everybody into a group WhatsApp, and then we're going to be doing online sessions and then on-site sessions also. So we're going to take you along to make sure that what you learn you fully understood, and how you can customize the information for your personal use and personal benefit. These are the things that we are going to be doing.
I think that is good because they may not get everything during the conference, but then the soft copy will also help. The online teaching will also help, and the group chat will also help them to continue. I mean, having a refresher as they go along.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing. If you are there in any part of Liberia and you are not able to come for this conference, I mean, just go on the page of the church. Living Stream, River of Life, Living Stream Tabernacle, and then you watch this conference live for the 2 days. And of course, you can go on her personal page.
But if the person is willing to pay their way to come,
maybe they have some constraint too. And
if they're willing to pay their way to come, once you are willing to come, we can host you.
Definitely. So I think hear that for yourself. It's an opportunity for you. If you can just make your way to town, call this number or call the number I would just give you 0777 517 and the name is Patricia. She's a head of the publicity. You will get to her, and of course, you will have a very good place to rest for the 2 days until you can go back after the conference.
Yeah.
So, Mala, quickly, your parting comment before we close up.
I want to say thank you to Blaze FM 90.7 for having me. It was a great time. Okay. I think it's my first time coming here, and I have a good impression about this place. Thank you so much for having me. Not many people want to host people to talk about this issue, but you reach out and then you hosting us. Thank you so much, and hope that we have more interactions like this, and we're able to work together. And thank you to our audience, and thank you to all of the guys behind the computer, everybody. Thank you to my team. God bless the young women of Liberia. God bless Liberia, and God bless our president. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you for honoring our invite to be here today. This is Blaze Radio 90.7 and our program is Development Insight. So we look forward to seeing you again in our studio.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And we wish you a very successful conference.
Yes, definitely.
And we'll also encourage people to be a part of the conference.
Yes,
definitely. We'll reach out, we'll share the flyer, we'll send information across.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. That is it.
Yeah.
So to our listeners, if you are listening to us, we just concluded on today's edition of the program Development Insight here on Blaze Radio. And our guest today was Mother Sarah J. Guer. And of course, you listen to the upcoming conference. So you can make your way there, go and be a part of that conference. See you there next week, Friday and Saturday. God bless you.